As we head into the new year, water use reduction efforts across California are still in full swing. Officials with the city of Bakersfield say they were able to help the cause with a state grant. Eyewitness News reporter Kristen Powers tells us about the changes happening at our parks. Kristen?
Yeah, Rochelle, the Recreation and Parks Department in Bakersfield just finished the final phase in a big project, and they say it will save a lot of water. Over the past 4 years, the city has been awarded about $1.1 million to better monitor its water usage in parks and make some cuts. In the city of Bakersfield, there are 59 different parks.
We do understand that we use a lot of water just to maintain the trees and the grass in the parks.
Diane Hoover is the director of the city's Department of Recreation and Parks. She says since they use so much water, they wanted to find ways to cut back.
The city is responding to the need for water conservation, and we're doing it in a very big way.
City officials applied for state grants to complete what's called the Smart Irrigation Controller Project. Hoover says it started here around 2014, and the city just wrapped up the final phase, making it complete.
We're very excited.
Here's what is now in all of our city parks. With the roughly $1.1 million, the city installed Rainbird MaxiCom. That's an irrigation central control system that allows the city to control and monitor all of the water usage from one computer.
That is controlling the water by registering how much moisture is in the air and in the ground and adjusting automatically.
So they're getting a pretty good read on the temperature and how much moisture is in the air and ground. That information gets stored in this computer, which does some calculations and decides how much water needs to go back into the ground to keep the grass and trees healthy. Everything is done automatically. So if it's a moist day, the system will reduce the amount of water being used. Before having this central control system, Hoover says the city had to control water usage by hand and individually go out to each park. She says that was not as effective and accurate when it comes to conserving water.
So our goal was to reduce our water consumption by 30%. And by installing this system in all of our parks, we hope to be able to do that.
Now, the whole project is part of California Climate Investments, which is a statewide program that puts cap-and-trade dollars into improving the environment. Officially, all of our parks now have the new control system, but more than half were put in a few years ago. At this point, the city was not able to give us numbers on how much water it has saved so far.